Good morning. Hello, my friends. Welcome. It is another day, not just any other day. Today is our first session since the new year. We had our last sketch session on the 31st. Today is January 3rd, and we're doing our very first sketch session of 2026. Hooray, hurrah. Happy New Year, my friends. Happy New Year. This month, the Foxy Creative Collective, our little group coaching group, has chosen to study rock formations and just like big rock faces. So not rocks like in the small sense of like what you can hold in your hand, but like big rock. That's what we're focusing on in January is big rock. So let's go ahead and get into it. I don't have a roll for inspiration or anything yet. I'm just kind of winging it right now. So I'm going to open a page and just kind of, I have a reference photo, and I'm just going to do a really quick, speedy study. And we're going to roll with that for now. So let us, we're zoomed way in. Okay, there's last one. There's like the day before. So yeah, we've had some skipping, obviously, with the holidays. There's the 20th, then the 31st, and then now we're doing January. Might need to get new washi tape soon. Where is that? Here, I found it, but let me get a different one. Okay. Ooh, this is actually a brand new roll of washi tape. I'm not much of a silver person. I tend to lean towards gold, so this silver roll. Good morning, Brenda Lee. Happy New Year. Just get some of this all sectioned off. I've really liked it since I've started doing the taping, the little borders. I don't know why it took me over a year to come to that conclusion. I know I like it in sketchbooks. Just didn't occur to me, I guess. But that's okay. I am definitely excited to get into today. Today is the first day of the Building Better Creative Habits workshop. It's a 7-part series that has its first live session today at 2:00 this afternoon. And it's going to be awesome. January 3rd, 2026. Hooray. All right. So let me just, a little sticky. Let me get this scooched up here, right there. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay. So to start off my rock formation, I am going to kind of just get some general shapes sort of mapped out on my page here. Hello, Dr. Sawyer. Hello, Linda. Good morning. And awesome, Brenda Lee. I look forward to seeing you there. I'm really, really excited to get started with it. It's going to be so nice to get started with the new year in such a nice, active way. All right. You know what? I said I'm going to pencil it in. I'm not. I'm going to go straight to watercolor. But first I do need to wet my watercolors. So with making rock formations, as you can imagine, we're going to be having a lot of neutral tones this month. Lots and lots of grays and browns and whatnot. So we're going to need to figure out how we're going to accomplish this. All right, I'm just going to go in with kind of a gray color. Well, first and foremost, let's just do a quick wash. Okay, so we're getting some sort of vegetation in here. Kind of doing a little bit of negative painting, getting some of the shapes carved out a little. Hope you had a wonderful new year as well. I certainly had a nice, relaxing time in general. There was a lot of driving involved. So it is. That's just the way that it works in the Midwest. You gotta drive a lot. All right, let's dry this really quick. Okay. Yes, Brenda Lee, I did. I went back to Wichita, Kansas for Christmas, and then for New Year's, actually went back to Champaign, Illinois, which is, I'm sure you know Brenda Lee, but for anyone else who doesn't know, Champaign is where I lived for 8 years before, and it's 2.5 hours south of Chicago, so in the state, but still kind of, a bit of a drive. But we have some friends down there, and we went and got to see them and their brand new baby, like brand new, less than a week old child. His name is Hank. He's really cute. Okay, let's do this. I feel like I'm actually going to want a dry brush for this. I'm going to use my big dagger here. Yeah. I'm going to get it wet. Load it up with some color. Sort of a blue-gray. And then I'm just going to kind of drain some of the water so it's a bit more dry. A little bit more dry than that, please. Okay, definitely not getting the dry thing. Whatever, we'll roll with it. Hey there, Ellen. Good morning. Well, I'm just going to crow about this for the entire sketch session, but for anyone who doesn't know, later today we are kicking off the first of our live series on building better creative habits. And I should have put the link in the description, but I didn't. Really good thing to remember right now. Okay, come on. Let's get a little bit more dry than this, please. There we go. Did anyone else do anything fun for the holiday break? Did you go anywhere for New Year's? Do any fun traditions? Watch a series of movies? How was the Twilight Zone, Linda? I saw it on. I didn't watch it, but I saw it when I was flipping through the channels. I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, Linda's watching this. Yeah, it looks like everyone else is on mobile right now, Linda. Oh, thanks, Cass. This is called a dagger brush, and it's one that I only just started using last year, 2025. I've only been using it for not that long, but it's been a really fun little addition to my toolkit. Just regular days. Well, hey, still, I'm glad I'm glad it wasn't bad. Regular is better than bad. Enjoying some nice weather with lots of sun. Very nice, Ellen. Oh, Cass, I am painting. Yes, I am painting a landscape. The focus that we are every month I have a theme that our wonderful folks in the Foxy Creative Collective choose, and this month they chose like rock faces as our study, like big rocks, rock textures, and all that jazz. So that is what we are doing this month, and this is the very first one. Your sibling is a professor and her main medium is watercolor. That is rad. I love that. That's so cool. Okay. I think now I got a really sort of uneven looking sky. You got some sunshine, but it's cold, 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 Linda. Hey, Bobby. All right. So now I have this rock face. I'm going to get my smaller dagger brush. We're going to see what we can accomplish. Well, I guess I got to mix some color. Kind of used up my gray while I was doing that just now. Thankfully, gray is really easy to mix because it's just kind of neutrals all smushed together. Or not neutrals, opposites all smushed together. So you get some warm, you get some cool. So like this little puddle is kind of a dark, cool, like purplish. No, actually, sorry, this is more warm, I suppose. Yeah, it's a warm gray, but I'm going to go mix it with some cool gray to get us a gray. Fully agree, Cass. I think that's so cool. I personally have never been like the study of geology never called to me, but I always like thought it was fascinating. Just the study of rocks and different like how much it can tell us about the past. It's crazy. Witchcraft, basically. All right. You think your bedroom is colder than outside? Oh gosh. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Bobby. I hope it gets warmer for you. Now I'm kind of painting in like some of the big dark cracks and such, like the big shadows. Sorry, I know it is weird having me talk to people that the other side can't see. That's the trade off with the two streams. It becomes a little bit more bizarre, I think, for the user experience. So I'm kind of just like being a little bit random with my movements here. I'm just trying to get some sort of jagged shapes. Ah, I hear you, Bobby. Living in a place with crap insulation or bad building can really affect how comfortable it is. I had it in the opposite direction. The first year that we lived in Chicago, we stayed at this like luxury apartment building, very fancy. Except for the fact that our apartment, it was on the sixth floor, it accumulated all of the heat from below. So in the wintertime, it would get to like 88 degrees in our apartment, and there would be nothing that we could do about it. It was really unpleasant. Hey, Brenda Lee. Hopped over to the other side. Welcome. Hello. It's not dark. Was it dark on the other side? It sounds like I'm asking you came back from the grave. Is it dark in the other stream? Oh, it was dark mode. I see. Oh, thank you, Bobby. Appreciate it. Also, I feel like y'all might appreciate this. So for Christmas, one of my relatives, it's one of John's relatives, so my relative, but married to. Essentially, I don't know him super well. Like, he lives in Wichita. I don't see him all the time. But something that he's been doing, he did it last year and he did it this year, is he gives uh, the most amazing presents, which is uh, boxes, not like cardboard boxes, but like wooden boxes, cigar box kind of size. But they're all like various boxes. Everyone gets a different box, and they're all like, you know, they're cool, treasure chest y. And I think he finds them at estate sales or something. But he fills them, absolutely fills them with all different kinds of jewelry that he finds. I assume estate sailing. I assume because it's just a smorgasbord in there, and it's like not everything in the box is a winner for me personally, but like he's got good taste. He's a retired firefighter, but he one of the things is these um, clip-on earrings, among many others, uh, came in the box, and yeah, they're just like genuine vintage pieces. I have necklaces from the 90s and costume jewelry that's, you know, decent looking costume jewelry. Um, these kinds of earrings, like clip on earrings, I think they're from the 80s. But it's really fun. If nothing else, it's just like digging through. It feels like a little treasure hunt. And yeah, so right now I'm wearing these earrings, these super chunky clip-on earrings, and I'm loving it. A smorgasbord of jewelry. It really is. It's super fun. And then John's sisters get them as well. And then we all just like compare notes. We all like kind of dump all of our stuff out and swap with each other until we have like we're satisfied with the stuff. And then the part that makes it even better, in my opinion, is John's mom and dad have a like a flea market shop where they sell all kinds of assorted things. So anything that doesn't get claimed by one of us just goes to the shop, which is great. So it gets sold, and you know, like it goes to someone who wants it essentially, which is wonderful. And it makes me feel not guilty for not like taking every piece, you know. Okay, so some rocks are emerging. Something's happening. Can I adopt you next year? You know, I'll see what I can do. Pull some strings. Because the first year, last year when he did it last Christmas, I opened it and I was kind of like, really unsure because I have very picky taste when it comes to jewelry. But the thing is that because there's just so many pieces, it's fine. Like he doesn't have, it's not all crap in there. Some of it is stuff that I wouldn't wear or I wouldn't, you know, not really like, but there's a lot of stuff in there that I'm like, ooh, I like this. It's just not my style, but it's a nice piece, you know? Friendly, and that's exactly what I plan on doing. So for I did save a bunch of pieces that were not like in like close to something I would wear, but not quite the way that they were. And I have them currently organized and set aside so that I can make something new. Because I do have jewelry pliers. They're not super nice, but they'll do the job, presumably. But one thing I specifically want to do is, you know, collars, like a button-up shirt collars. I want to get two things to go on each collar, and then like a little chain to connect them. I've seen that, and I think it looks so cool, and I want to make one. All right, let's see what we can do just in the last few minutes here. Thank you, Neptune. Saying the art is cool. Appreciate that. Very sweet. Thank you, Brenda Lee. Cover a bowling ball. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. To just display? Seeing if I'm picturing this right. Yes, Brenda Lee, I also have questions. Excellent, excellent, Brenda Lee. I look forward to it. Ah, yes, Neptune. Fully agree. The watercolors are so fun to work with. I am a big fan. There's that dry brush that I was looking for earlier. So I could sit here and work on this all dang day. All day. But I can't. I shouldn't. I have other things to jump to. I got some last second prep for the workshop at 2 o'clock, Building Better Creative Habits. It's going to be the first live of 6. And there's one on demand class already available for the workshop attendees. But today is our first live one, and I'm very excited. Ooh, I'll have to go check it out, Bobby. All right, I think I'm going to have to call it. It's not my most well-defined place, thing. I don't know. It's not the best, but it's a good, it's our very first one of this month. So I'm going to declare it a victory because it looks pretty good considering I just kind of having a cold start to rocks. Bobby, recording besides all the intro ones, I'm not sure what you're asking, so I'm going to answer the question I think you're asking, which is all of the workshops in this series are going to be recorded and available for replay access, for viewing later in general. So it's not a problem if you miss. You'll still get access to all the good stuff. All right. Okay, so this is fine. It needs a lot more contrast and more texture, I think, but it's like a solid start. It's rocks. I feel like it looks like rocks. Oh, Bobby, I did say that. I said there's one available now. So there's 7 parts to this workshop series. The first one is just available on demand. It's on analog planning in a paper planner, and just, kind of finding ways to make it creative and fun while also still being functional. It's one of those classes that we did a while back, but it's a perfect intro to what we're going to be doing. So that's the first one that's available on demand right away. And then besides that, there's the live sessions, which the first one is going to be this afternoon. And then every Saturday in January, and then the first week of February as well. So we're covering a lot. We're going to be touching base a lot. It's going to be great. Sorry, popping my back, trying to. Okay. Was that with the others in a row or different? Do I have short hair in it? I haven't looked at it. I've looked at all of the stuff about what's in the class, but I haven't actually put eyes on it. So short hair, Shelby, coming back through. Alrighty then. When you get to the page, there's a whole lot of you videos. Bobby, I'm not quite sure what you're meaning. Bright red, Shelby. I'm bamboozled, but I'm gonna go look. Okay. Oh, hair. Yes. Oh, fun spam. Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and hop off now. Hey there, Manga Ed. We're actually just wrapping up. So I am going to say farewell. Oh, you say auto enroll, and there are a bunch of videos you complete and on to the next. I will look into this, Bobby, because I want to make sure I want to run through the process and see how it goes. But here, let me take a screenshot so I have your messages. Ciao. Okay. I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. It's been wonderful seeing you. It's been really cool just getting to chat about after getting started with the new year and everything. So I hope to see you later today in the workshop, but if not, I will see you Tuesday for our next sketch session. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you later.